I mean, it's always hard to explain what's foggy, but foggy about.
Oh, I guess for the writing of the thesis, basically, like, I just restated, like, oh, like, I agree with, Locke, and I said,
Yeah.
because of, like, an argument that someone, like, another philosopher later proposed.
Yes, that's fine, yes.
Like, is that fine?
It's fine, given, bearing in mind what we were just discussing, that I agree with Bloch won't really do on its own, because you've got to say, you've got to be explicit as to exactly what it is you agree with Bloch about. Yeah? And it's not good enough just to say, because of X's argument. You've got to say, because of the argument that, and then briefly state which argument it is that you have in mind. You can then go on to explain in more detail what the argument is, but to be pinpoint at the start what the argument is. Okay, 1, 2.
So, is it kind of like a summary? Agree what the
Yeah, a summary is fine. I mean, the way I'd put it is really a soundbite. Or if you think of a newspaper headline catches the main point of the article fully, really, so that you can almost imagine what's going to be in the article from the headline. Do you see what I mean? So it's got to be explicit. Summaries sometimes just say, well, as we've seen, Bloch's argument is no good. It's got to be better than that. It's got to be more explicit than that. Yeah, identifying exactly what it is that's no good or whatever.
It's like if you agree with the article, we just like reconstruct the argument and then we just make a summary.
That's right. But you can do very well in an essay doing that. But you have to be. What you would get marks for there is being very insightful about just how the argument is going in that article. These articles are complicated. It's not trivial to lay it out explicitly just what the argument is, and even often what the conclusion is. It can show a lot of insight. But usually when you do that, you will see objections. Objections will occur to you that weren't there in the original article. It's unusual for that not to happen. Yeah.
If we are arguing that we agree with one of the points set out in one of the papers, I'm not
Yes.
really seeing what there is to do other than summarize their arguments and state that we agree with them. I'm saying that if you disagree, you can point out where you see flaws in their argument.
Well, this is the kind of structure I was suggesting here, where you have the kind of structure in your essay of argument, objection, reply. Yeah. So when you're explaining someone's argument, what I've been saying is usually you will see that there are objections that people might naturally raise, or a lot of the literature we've been looking at is people commenting with one another. And after all these guys, Nagel and Descartes and Ryle and Putnam and so on, they all disagree with one another. So usually you will not have to look very far to find someone who's got a problem with something that somebody else has been saying, even if you agree with that other person. Yeah. So you should be thinking, what's an intelligent reader looking at my essay going to be thinking? It's not going to be good enough just to say, here's the argument. I think that's just knockout. Yeah. Because somebody's going to have a problem with that, and you've got to explain why that problem doesn't really apply. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All plain as day. Go to it. Now, just one last thing. Would you like to do any more of this kind of stuff? Or is your task clear and we'll just move on? I mean, not much, but move on a little bit on Friday. Move on? Move on. Okay. Well, that was inspirational. Thank you, guys.